Sing it for the cold go back. Sing it for the broken past. Sing it for the just found out. Life is now upside
All right. It's JL, the anti-guru. And I ran across this song earlier this week. A friend of mine posted it. Let me turn this down a little bit. But I'm not really familiar with the group, but I love this song. It's called Together. And I just wanted to play a little bit of it. Today is... we're going to dive into... Oh, let me turn on my lights so you guys can see me a little bit better. Yeah, it's a little bit better. So today we're going to be talking about Copywriting Secret number 11. So let's turn this music down. And as the title is, hey, what's going on, Tanya? How you doing? All right. Still learning how to use this new interface. It is a trip. But as the title suggests, why good enough makes and keeps you poor. And that's the premise of Copywriting Secret number 11. The enemy of great is good. Let me say that again. The enemy of great is good. And what this means in regards to copywriting is that you need to start testing things. When you come up with headlines, when you come up with email subject lines, all the things that have to do with copy, you need to be doing what we call A/B split testing, which what that means is you have one version and then you have another version. And you start testing those against each other to see which one will work better. Because sometimes subtle differences in your copy can make the difference in when someone will take action, when you'll get more conversions. Because let's just say if your copywriting is producing 50% profit, you might say that's good. But however, it could be great and produce 75 or 100% profit, depending on those little subtle changes. So the things that you want to test, like I got here, you want to test headlines, you want to test your offers, your prices, your bonuses, your calls to action, the colors that you use in your copy, like I said, email subject lines, even the order button text, and the list goes on and on. There's so many things. We've talked about bullet points. We've talked about how these subtle things, writing the copy and taking yourself out of the equation and looking at it as if you were the customer. And again, we always want to go and let me again say about bullet points. You don't want to go with features. You want to go with benefit. You always want to write your copy because no one cares about you. No one cares that your thing is the best thing since sliced cheese. They don't care about that. All they want to know is what is it going to do for me? How is it going to benefit me? No matter what your offer is, no matter what you're promoting, or whatever it is that you're doing. Like I said, if you do these subtle changes and you do an A/B test, because I'm going to give you another example. Say you got a $100 product and you're getting a 1% conversion on your sales letter. So that means for every 100 people that you send, one person's going to buy that $100 product. Okay? But let's say that it cost you $90 to get those 100 people to your offer, whatever it is, to your website. So your profit is only $10. However, if you do a subtle change, you do a little split test and change something in that sales letter, even if the conversion went up by 1.2%, that 2% is going to add another $20 into your profit. So now you've actually tripled your profit. You went from $10 to $30. Same traffic, same cost, but those subtle differences, testing things, testing price points, testing subject lines, testing your bonuses. You can change bonuses depending upon what you're promoting. Now, if you want to get into split testing a little bit more, you look down here in the description. I've got a link to a book. It is 108 split tests by Russell Brunson, who also is associated with Copywriting Secrets. So if you want to pick that book up, again, you can get that book 100% free. You just pay the shipping. I think it's $8. You go to antigurung.com /.com secret labs. And again, if you have not purchased uh, the Copywriting Secrets book, I encourage you to purchase that book. Again, that book you can also get 100% free. Just pay the shipping. You just go to the link anti-guru marketing /copyright copy secrets, and you can pick up a free copy of that book. So another thing is, when you're doing these tests, guys, never test more than one variable at a time, because that's going to skew the test. So if you've got a sales letter that you've written up, and you want to change one thing, maybe you want to change the headline, or maybe you want to change the bullet points, you want to change the order, but don't go in there and change the whole thing and create a totally different sales letter, because it's not going to give you a true representation of which one is really better. A common thing that I do is I might have a sales letter or a capture page or anything that I'm sending people to where I have the ability to edit it. I might have just text and maybe an image. And then in the B version, I might put in a video. Everything else is exactly the same. I take the image out, put the video in, and run them side by side, running traffic to both things, and equally. And then whichever one converts more, okay, then that gives me the ability to decide who the winner is based on who's clicking more, what conversions I'm getting. So my point that I'm trying to get across to you in this lesson is be willing to test things. If you've got something that's working, great. But, however, you can always tweak it, because those little increments, 1 or 2%, can really make a difference in how much profit that you're able to extract out of your copywriting. Again, copywriting is one of the number one skills that every business owner should master, whether you're online or offline, because you use copy in almost everything. You send out emails, you write bulletins, you might have a blog, you might create flyers. All of these things require excellent copy to motivate people to take the action that you want them to take. So again, this is secret number 11. And again, I want you to keep in mind, I don't know who made this quote, but the enemy of great is good. So you don't want to be good. Good enough is going to make and keep you poor. So remember, you want to start doing some A/B testing. If you have the ability to edit things, now I'm talking especially if it's online, but if you are printing things up and you're writing it up on your computer, before you print that thing out and mass produce that flyer, you might want to make 2 versions of it and check and see which one seems to give you more results. But mainly this works with online, because you need to be able to measure your success. And like I say, when you have capture pages, if you have a custom capture page program that you own, of course you can edit your capture pages. I encourage you to do that. Remember, the 3 tools that I think everyone should have mandatory, the basics, if you have an online business or you're trying to do business online, is you need a custom capture page program. You need an autoresponder in order to send those emails that you collect. And not just the emails, because with autoresponders, you can capture emails, you can get their phone number, you can get addresses, you can get all kinds of information and put it in that database. And that's how you will build your list of customers who are going to spend money with you like crazy. The last thing is a tracking software. You need to be able to track where this traffic is coming from, so that you can, when you're running campaigns on Facebook or you're running campaigns on YouTube or wherever it is, Google, Bing, you need to be able to track your results to see how well it's performing, so that you don't waste your money when you're doing paid advertising. But also when you're doing free, if you've got something that's working really well, you want to know, okay, this free source is working pretty good for me. Let me keep this in my repertoire. So I've been on here almost about 10 minutes. This was kind of a short lesson. Again, I'm going to be on every Monday. We switched from Thursdays to Mondays. I want to start you off at the beginning of the week with something that you can actionably use and integrate into your business. So we'll be every Monday from this point on at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I appreciate everybody who came on. And if you're catching this on the replay, just put hashtag replay. And we'll see you again on Monday, next Monday. Peace.